Aceh was on the closer tip of its archipelago, but still, it sparks curiosity as to why the Turks would care to form any kind of relations with a state so far from their borders. For Aceh, on the other hand, the alliance was quite understandable, with the Portuguese having recently taken control of Malacca, too close to Aceh for comfort. Relations with the Ottomans could mean support in an effort to push the colonizers out of the region, or, at a minimum, could provide aid if the Portuguese ever attempted to extend their authority over to the Aceh Sultanate. Additionally, Sultan Alauddin of Aceh was eyeing some expansion of his own, hoping to make some moves towards Sumatra, and potentially do so with Ottoman assistance. According to Portuguese Admiral Fernão Mendes Pinto, the first Ottoman fleet was said to have visited Aceh carrying 300 Ottoman troops of varying ethnicity from within the empire's territory, and arrived in 1539. In 1564, the Ottoman Sultan, most famously known as Suleiman the Magnificent, received an embassy from the Achenese Sultan Alauddin Riayat Shah al-Qahar. Alauddin also sent a letter to the Ottoman leader, referring to him as the Caliph of Islam. Sultan Suleiman died only 2 years after receiving the embassy from Aceh, though, which left the political alliance in the hands of his son and successor, Selim II. Thankfully for Sultan Alauddin, Sultan Selim was eager to strike up further friendly relations with Aceh and ordered an expedition to be sent to their allies, consisting of soldiers, engineers, weaponry, ammunition, gunsmiths, and 15 galleys. Before they could reach the Indonesian archipelago, though, the ships had to be redirected to deal with a rebellion in Yemen, and only 2 ever arrived in Aceh. The Ottomans would go on to send multiple fleets in addition, and continued to improve their ties with the Achenese. Oddly though, when Sultan Alauddin decided to besiege the Portuguese-controlled Malacca, Sultan Selim does not seem to have sent any reinforcements. The Ottomans did, however, supply the Achenese with cannoneers, but that was all that they could provide due to their current endeavors in both Cyprus and Aden. The Achenese, maybe because they lacked Ottoman support, were unsuccessful in their incursion on Malacca, although they did manage to weaken the Portuguese enough that the Sultan of the Moluccas would later push them out. Despite not receiving as much military support from the Turks as they had hoped, the Sultan of Aceh and his men did accept beneficial aid from the Ottomans in the form of teachings on how to form impressive cannons, which were becoming increasingly important in maritime Southeast Asia. Thanks to Ottoman help, Aceh was able to possess roughly 1,200 medium-sized bronze cannons by the end of the 16th century.